Your legs feel weaker. Stairs are harder. Getting out of your chair takes more effort than it should. You're not lazy. You're not just getting older. Something is draining the strength from your legs, and chances are, it's been hiding in plain sight. Believe it or not, the real problem might be sitting right on your kitchen shelf or in your medicine cabinet. Vitamins. Yes, vitamins. The ones you've been told to take every day. The ones that are supposed to keep you strong, healthy, and moving. But in some cases, especially after 60, they can do the opposite. They can stiffen your joints, weaken your muscles, and slowly chip away at your independence. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly which 2 vitamins are making your legs feel heavy and tired. I'll also show you a few everyday foods that seem harmless but silently break down your strength. You don't need to be a doctor to fix it. You just need to know what to avoid and what to do instead. If you've been feeling unsteady, worn out, or just not like yourself lately, stay with me. Because what we uncover today could help you take back control of your legs, your energy, and your freedom. Let's get into it. We all know sugar isn't great for your waistline, but what most folks don't realize is how dangerous it can be for your legs. After 60, sugar doesn't just spike your blood sugar, it triggers inflammation in your body, especially in your joints and muscles. That means your knees might ache more, your legs might feel sore for no reason, and that tired, heavy feeling in your lower body might actually be a signal that inflammation is building up inside. Sugary foods also cause your insulin levels to jump. That's a big deal because insulin resistance, which becomes more common with age, makes it harder for your muscles to use energy. When your muscles don't get the fuel they need, they get weaker. Over time, that means more effort just to do simple things like walk across the room or stand in line at the grocery store. On top of that, sugar leads to weight gain. Every extra pound adds pressure to your knees, ankles, and hips. That extra weight isn't just hard on your joints, it speeds up wear and tear. Your legs work harder to carry you even when you're just standing still, and if you're already losing muscle due to age, which many people do, that extra weight makes the problem even worse. But it doesn't stop there. Sugar also impacts your blood flow. When you eat too much of it, it can damage your blood vessels, making it harder for your legs to get the oxygen and nutrients they need. That means slower recovery after activity, more soreness, less strength, and in the long run it becomes harder to stay active and independent. To make matters worse, sweets and desserts usually don't offer anything useful to your muscles. They're what doctors call empty calories. No protein, no magnesium, no fuel for recovery, just sugar, fat, and artificial chemicals that inflame your system and weaken your legs. Factory-made snacks are often loaded with preservatives and food dyes. These additives can worsen inflammation and make your body feel stiff and achy. Now here's the good news. You don't have to give up dessert completely. You just need to be smarter about it. Instead of that frosted donut or slice of store-bought pie, try apple slices sprinkled with cinnamon. Or bake something at home using less sugar and real ingredients. Your taste buds will adjust. And more importantly, your legs will thank you. Your strength isn't gone, it's just being held back. And one of the first steps to getting it back is cutting out the foods that are slowly taking it away. Sugar may be sweet, but the damage it leaves behind is not. If sugar is one of the biggest silent attackers on your leg strength, then fried foods and processed meats are right behind it. These foods are everywhere, at diners, drive-thrus, ball games, even your own freezer. They're convenient, they taste good. But for your legs, they're a slow-moving disaster. Let's talk about fried foods first. Things like French fries, onion rings, fried chicken, and even donuts are loaded with unhealthy fats, especially trans fats and saturated fats. These fats raise inflammation all over the body, and that includes the muscles and joints in your legs. More inflammation means more pain, more stiffness, and less movement. That heavy, aching feeling after a fast food meal. isn't your imagination. It's your body telling you something's not right. But that's just the beginning. Fried foods also hurt your circulation. These unhealthy fats can clog your arteries over time. That means your legs don't get the blood flow they need. Less blood means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reaching your muscles. So your legs take longer to recover, they feel sore longer, and they get tired faster. Over time, that poor circulation can lead to weakness and even numbness in your feet or calves. It doesn't stop with fries. Fried snacks like chicken nuggets and fish sticks are just as bad. They might be easy to heat up in the microwave, but they're loaded with the same harmful oils, and when those oils are reused over and over again in commercial fryers, they become even more toxic. They turn into compounds that your body struggles to break down, and that toxic buildup adds stress to your liver, your heart, and your joints. Now let's talk about processed meats, things like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, ham, and deli meats. These are go-to staples for many people, quick, salty, easy to throw on a sandwich. But they're full of sodium, nitrates, and preservatives. These chemicals are known to cause inflammation throughout the body, especially in the joints. They also raise your blood pressure and make your body hold on to water. That's why your legs might feel bloated or puffy after eating them. Processed meats also have a high saturated fat content. This makes blood vessels stiff and less flexible, so again, we're looking at poor circulation. And that means weaker, slower, less reliable muscles. Over time, the muscles in your thighs, calves, and even your lower back start to suffer. You might notice that walking short distances feels harder, or that your balance isn't what it used to be. This isn't just aging, it's what happens when your muscles are starved of oxygen and nutrients. The real danger here is how normal these foods have become. They're everywhere, and many of us grew up with them. But just because something is familiar doesn't mean it's safe. The more often you eat them, the more your legs suffer. It's a slow decline. One burger, one sausage, one frozen meal at a time. But here's the good news. You can take back control. Start replacing fried foods with baked or grilled options. Use olive oil instead of deep frying. Choose lean proteins like chicken breast, turkey, or fish, and when it comes to deli meats, go for fresh cuts or cook your own at home. It doesn't have to be perfect, just better. Every smart choice you make gives your legs a better shot at staying strong. Less pain, better movement, more freedom. That's what this is all about. You don't need a complete diet overhaul overnight, but cutting back on fried foods and processed meats is one of the smartest steps you can take. Your legs are counting on you. We've talked about sugar, we've talked about fried and processed foods. But there's another group of everyday items that quietly drains your leg strength. These are the foods that fill your belly but give your muscles almost nothing in return. They're cheap, they're fast, and they're easy to reach for when you're in a hurry. But they could be costing you your mobility. Let's take white bread, for example. It's a breakfast favorite for many. Toast with butter, sandwiches, maybe even a little jam. But here's the truth. White bread is made from refined flour. That means it's stripped of fiber, protein, and most of the nutrients your muscles need to stay strong. What's left behind is fast-digesting starch that spikes your blood sugar and leaves you crashing later. These sugar spikes don't just mess with your energy, they also affect your muscles. When blood sugar jumps too high and too fast, your body produces more insulin. Over time, this creates insulin resistance. That means your muscles stop responding the way they should. They don't get the fuel they need, and without fuel they grow weaker. On top of that, white bread lacks protein. It doesn't help repair muscle, it doesn't support balance or strength, and when you combine it with things like processed cheese or deli meats, the damage doubles. You're feeding your hunger, but not your legs. So what's better? Switch to whole grain bread. Look for real ingredients like oats, flax, or rye. Add healthy fats like avocado. Add eggs. Add lean turkey. These choices give your legs what they need: real strength, real energy, real support. And that's what keeps you moving. So far, we've talked about foods that slowly wear down your leg strength. But now let's look at something even more surprising: vitamins. The very things you might be taking every morning to stay healthy. Believe it or not, 2 common vitamins can actually weaken your legs if you take too much. And chances are, they're sitting in your cabinet right now. Let's start with vitamin A. It's important for your eyes, your immune system, and your skin. But too much of it, especially from supplements, can build up in your body and cause real problems. After 60, your body doesn't get rid of excess vitamin A as easily. It stores it in your liver and joints. That buildup can lead to muscle pain, joint stiffness, and even weakness in your legs and lower back. Too much vitamin A can also block your body from absorbing other important minerals like magnesium and calcium. Without those, your muscles can't contract and relax properly. That leads to cramps, fatigue, and slower movement. You might start to feel like getting out of a chair or walking upstairs takes more effort than it should. Now let's talk about vitamin D. Most people think of it as a bone strength booster, and it is. But when taken in large doses, especially without a doctor's advice, it can backfire. Too much vitamin D can lead to high calcium levels in your blood. That can cause stiff muscles, burning sensations, and even painful cramps in your legs. In some cases, it can even lead to calcium building up in your soft tissues like tendons and muscles, especially in the knees and thighs. The key here is balance. Vitamins are powerful, but more isn't always better. Talk to your doctor, get your levels tested, and make sure you're helping your legs, not hurting them. You're not losing your strength just because you're getting older. You're losing it because of what's on your plate and what's in your daily pills. The good news is, now you know, and once you know better, you can choose better. Your legs carry you through life. They help you stay independent. They let you go where you want, when you want. But they need your support. The choices you make every day matter. That extra donut, that bag of chips, that bottle of supplements you take without checking the label, it all adds up. One bad habit at a time. Until one day you notice you're walking less, sitting more, hurting often. And the scary part is, it can sneak up on you so quietly, you don't even realize what you've lost until it's hard to get it back. But you're not stuck. You can start today. Cut back on the sugar, skip the fried foods, replace white bread with whole grains, read your supplement labels. Ask your doctor about what you really need and what you don't. Every smart choice you make gives your legs a chance to recover, to get stronger, to carry you confidently again. Don't wait until you're too tired to stand or too weak to take the stairs. Start now. Your future self will thank you, and your legs will too. If this message spoke to you, leave a comment below. Share your story. Someone else out there might need to hear what you've learned today.